We're on air.
Yay!
Yay!
Good.
Okay, let me comment on the team page and see if I can make sure everybody else is on or can see us. If you can see us, please be patient.
Do you have your lashes on?
Yeah.
You're so pretty. Look at you and your lashes.
But look at my hair.
Mine too.
Come on. I'm going to freak out. Okay.
See, that's what I was saying, what Lisa Ann's saying.
But she should be able to watch live on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure.
Oh, well, Sierra can see us.
Yay! I have 4 viewers! Okay, let me get our link really fast so I can send it to everybody. I can't do it from my phone. Thank you guys for hopping on. Ah, 26. Never mind. I think everybody figured it out.
Where are you seeing that?
It says on the bottom, 28 viewers now. So yay.
Woohoo!
Yay! Okay, we're live! We're live on YouTube. Welcome, you guys, to our Luxe Republic team call. This will be recorded and broadcasted on YouTube if you guys need to go, or if your kid's peeing in the corner and you have to get off the phone, whatever, you can watch it later on YouTube. We will just kind of recap a few things right this very second, just to open the call. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure everybody's on still. So there's only 2 weeks left, just under 2 weeks left in our month of February. We have Team Cup going on, so hopefully you guys are all on a Team Cup team and pumped and ready and contributing to your team. Emerald rank obviously is a huge step as far as Team Cup goes and life in general. Hopefully I'm not freezing like my screen is. Am I freezing, Kenzie?
Yeah, well, just am I freezing?
Maybe. Am I freezing?
No.
Okay.
Now you are.
Okay, I'm just going to keep going in hopes that the recording comes out perfect.
Okay.
So, Emerald rank, Ruby rank, Diamond rank, whatever your goals are, this is the month to get them done, because that way you get those extra points through Team Cup. The higher up you are, the more prizes you win, the trip at the end, all kinds of fun things happen when you earn Success Club points and rank advancement in Team Cup. So shoot for it, make it a goal. Emerald coaches, or soon-to-be Emerald coaches, Rubies, Diamonds, if you don't have your spouses or husbands signed up, get them signed up. Kenzie Evans still doesn't have her spouse signed up. So make sure you have them signed up. And if you look in Luxe Republic under the Files tab, there is a document called New Coach Videos. And there's a video in there about the importance of signing up your spouse. So please watch it. And it'll kind of explain why we want you to sign up your spouse. They don't have to work the business. Brett didn't even know he was a coach for a couple of days, so it's fine. You know, just surprise them. Hey, you're a coach. But it helps your business, and it's something you can grow later on. So please look into that. If it helps you get to Emerald rank, great. Ruby, Diamond, awesome. Okay. 21-Day Fix is still on sale, along with 21-Day Fix Extreme. It's been a fun launch, I think. I think I've sold more regular 21-Day Fixes than I have the Extreme, but that's how it goes, and that's okay. But keep promoting it. Everybody loves this idea of a 21-day program, and the fact that it comes with the portion control containers and helps with meal planning, things like that is amazing. So make sure you're talking about that. If you don't have 21-day fix or extreme, buy it. I'd never done the program, but I bought it just so I could talk about it and promote it, okay? So at least buy it. For coaches, it's like $45 plus tax or something like that. It's not expensive, okay? It's pretty cheap. So invest, get it, talk about it. People are going to ask you questions when they see those little color-coded containers. Get on it, okay? 45 PV with it. Kansas City corporate training. So those of you that are watching that are in Kansas City, we have a corporate training where Jeff Kramenhock, I'm going to butcher his name next week when he gets here. I don't even know how to say his last name. Jeff K is going to be in town from corporate, and he is hosting a training with us. We are having live one-on-one trainings with diamond coaches and above during the day, and then that evening from 6 to 8 p.m. we are opening it up to emeralds and above to do like a brainstorming session type training type thing from 6 to 8 p.m. It's at Legends at Chateau Avalon. Okay. Make sure you're there. Message me if you have questions about it. It'll be a fun event, kind of like a once in a year. Somebody's trying to kill you. Answer your phone.
What in the world?
Is it you?
She's calling us on here.
Who was it?
I think it was Rachel.
Grass?
Yeah.
Hey.
That was weird.
That is funny. She calling you through Facebook?
No, it was on here.
Wow. That is weird. Okay. We're ignoring your call, Rachel, due to the team call. So mark your calendars. That's February 24th. Again, Diamond Coaches will be during the day. Emerald and above, including Diamond Coaches, will be at night from 6 to 8 p.m. Message me if you have questions. We are going to start doing these team calls weekly, every single week. As you can probably tell if you've messaged me in the last few days, I just now responded to your message. So I will be talking to people more through these team calls versus one-on-one in private messages. So if you have questions, if you have issues or want to vent about something or ask about processes of something, please be on these team calls. That way we can communicate and ask each other questions and things like that. I see a lot of people commenting on the thread, so I'm just going to make sure everybody was... Oh, Stephanie Crawford says, sorry, that was probably me.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. Biz up calls. So we're going to do the team calls weekly, every single week. This day, Tuesday, this time, 7:30. We'll do them. I'm penciling in an hour. Hopefully, I don't think they'll ever last that long, especially if you guys don't have any questions, which I hope you do. But yeah, 7:30 to 8:30 on Tuesdays is what we will do every Tuesday. I'm going to try to have one celebrity guest speak on our team calls once a month. So January we had Coach Caleb. February I have no one, so I should probably message someone tonight and find a guest for your team call. Biz op calls. We are going to do once a month. Majority rules. I made that decision because we were doing them every single week. There were just coaches hopping on. I was telling my story over and over to the same people I do every single week. So we are doing them once a month, okay? I don't even know what day yet. We'll probably start them in March because I'm overloaded with Biz op calls already. So we're going to do one a month. They will be recorded, so throughout the month, if you have someone that wants to hear more about coaching or someone that you need to send a call to, we have recordings for you to send to them, so it's not like they have to be on them live. And then again, our sneak peeks, which are going to be more helpful than those Biz op calls. So, and we do them for an entire week through each month, okay? That is all I have as far as news. Do you have anything you want to add, Kenzie?
I was going to say just recordings. That's what I use a lot of the time. Like
Yeah.
Biz op call recordings.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because, I mean, you might have somebody that connects to a certain person. You're like, oh, my gosh, that person did that Biz op call like 2 months ago. I'm going to send them that recording.
I was thinking of maybe, like, organizing the Biz op calls somehow. We'll talk about that later, though.
We'll get it. There is a file in Luxe Republic, though, with all the recordings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, as far as, like,
By personality.
what would be good with for
Okay.
so-and-so, you know.
Cindy's going to work on that for you guys. So, do you want to start, or do you want me to dive in? We kind of, okay, this is like totally last minute, and we were like, we should do a training on this. And so we were just going to do like a back and forth kind of conversation type thing, just throwing out what we do in this situation and things like that. We're going to share a couple of conversations with you, and then we'll go over and we'll just answer questions that you guys have on the event page that you've posted. Okay?
I can go ahead and start.
Go ahead.
I've had a bunch of coaches recently message me, and they feel like they're getting nowhere. They're doing everything that they're supposed to be doing. They're doing their 3 vital behaviors. They're posting 3 to 5 times a day. They're getting conversations started, and they feel like they're getting nowhere. And they've been a coach for 2 weeks to maybe a month. First of all, like in training, you're given a lot of information at once when you first start as a coach. You get a new coach email, you have a getting started right call, you have documents, files, you have so much thrown at you at once, so it's really easy to get overwhelmed. But honestly, if you're posting 3 to 5 times a day, and if you are focusing on your conversations, that's what we're going to talk about too, you'll see a change in your business, hands down. It's just like I talked to my team earlier, and I kind of used an analogy with like challengers. So say your challenger says they're doing everything right, they're following their meal plan, they're doing their workouts, they're drinking enough water, and nothing's happening. More than likely, they're missing something. There's something missing. They're not eating right. They're binging on the weekends. You know, there's something missing. So, kind of the same thing with coaches. You know, there's something that you're not doing. So, but I mean, it can be done part-time, full-time. A lot of people say they don't have time. I always push power hour. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing on your power hour, you can be successful. So, yeah. That's about that.
And I agree. I'm just making sure we don't have any more notifications or people having issues. No, I agree, and that's just the thing is I talk to people how many times a day, and I'm like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And they're like, yeah, I do that. And I'm like, do you? Really?
Yeah, do you really?
Because we have to be real. A lot of these things that we ask coaches to do and a lot of these things that we do, we're really freaking uncomfortable in the beginning, really uncomfortable, talking to random people and, you know, sending random messages and what else? Adding random people as friends on Facebook when there's so many creepers out there. Like, all of this stuff is scary. We realize that. But one thing that Kenzie and I both have done is thrown that away, throwing those thoughts away, doing it no matter what because we know that it's what needs to be done to work or to grow our business. If you're at this spot, you know, and your goal's up here, what are you not doing to reach that goal? And for me, when I set those goals in 2015, for me, reaching 15 new coaches a month, I was like, what the crap? Like 15 new coaches a month, that's hard. How am I going to get there? My goal's up here and I'm right here. What am I not doing to hit that goal? I'm not mentioning it to enough people. And that was it. So I did that. And so that's kind of the point you guys have to get to is, you know, you want to make $100 a month to cover your Shakeology or $200 or $500 a month. What are you not doing to get there to reach? What are you not doing right now to reach that goal? Whether it's inviting or messaging or adding new people or starting conversations or doing those follow-ups. That was another one for me is I would talk to people all day long and never follow up. I told Kenzie the other day, she asked me about a follow-up system. I was like, I don't really have one. I went through my follow-ups this past week and Brett yelled at me because I had coaches or I had some were potential coaches, but people who I had talked to from October who I had not followed up with yet. That's what's possible. And so
Uh-oh.
that was kind of when my goal here, that's one thing, and that's just kind of, we've thrown these, excuses out the window because that's what needs to be done. Did I freeze it all right there?
You did, for a little bit.
Wait.
I don't know, can you hear me?
Yeah. Did I freeze through all of it?
A little bit of it.
Wah, wah. I don't know what I didn't say and did say. Basically, stop making excuses. If I'm unfrozen now, stop with excuses, because we all hear no. We all get turned down. We all, have people decline us as friends or block us as friends. It's happened. Trust me. If we would have stopped when that happened, if we would have gotten discouraged and like everybody hates me and just like stopped talking to people on Facebook, we wouldn't be where we are now. I wouldn't have Brett, home with me during the day. I wouldn't have anything that I have now because I'd still be the stay-at-home mom, Kinsey B, God knows where Kinsey would be. No.
Consistency is key for sure. Like just posting 3 to 5 times a day. That's the biggest thing. Especially when I started as a new coach, I made sure I posted 3 to 5 times a day. Even if my posts were not so great at the time, I was still posting 3 to 5 times a day. And a lot of coaches will think, I'm not getting any likes, I'm not getting any comments, like people are still watching though,
Yeah.
As long as you're posting, people are watching.
They are. And that's just the thing, and I say this all the time, but when I started coaching, you guys probably know Leslie, maybe some of you might not, but Leslie told me what to do to start coaching. I'm like, okay, what do I have to do to get here? She's like, hit Success Club and hit Emerald Rank and post every day. Okay, I'll post every day. I'll start there. And so from day one, I posted every single day. I've still to this day not missed one day of posting, and in April it'll be 2 years that I've been a coach. Not one day, whether I was on a cruise in the Caribbean or in Arizona on vacation or California or I was vomiting in the toilet, I pasted a smile on and took a selfie and posted a picture. Whether, like Kenzie said, it was a picture from Pinterest because I was not looking like this that day or something. You have to engage your following. If you are not posting, your business stops. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic or to exaggerate. Literally, your job is to share your life and share your journey and to engage people every single day and to inspire and to motivate. So if you aren't doing that, people are basically thinking that you've also failed. You have to post. Have to. Make it one of those non-negotiables.
Right.
Literally, my day, Brett gets annoyed because I'm like, I have to post. Hold on.
Same here. And if you're posting,
part of our life.
If you're posting consistently for 2 weeks, and then you feel you hit a wall, and you're like, ugh, nothing's going right. Like we all feel like that, right? I'm sure Raina's had moments like that. I've had moments like that where nothing's going forward, nothing's happening, and it would be easy to give up. It would be just like I've had points where I'm like, I don't know if I want to coach anymore. But if you just keep posting, it's going to turn around. If you keep consistent, because if you stop, then like Raina said, your business stops. You have to do it. Have to.
Yeah. And not even just posting. Okay, so you're posting and everything's fine, and like I go to your profile, like we did the little dissect my profile type thing that one day, and half the people's were great. Like I didn't really have.
Uh-oh, we lost you again.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I frozen still?
No. Now you're back, I think.
Okay. I'm here. Maybe. My computer is going so slow. Okay, so you've posted, your posts are great. I don't have any critiquing like to do with your posting or your profile. Everything's great and people know you're a coach. Okay, so then what? You're like, now what am I doing that's wrong? What am I doing now that's not, why isn't this business working for me now? Because I'm posting. How many people are you talking to? And when I say talking to, I don't mean, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, and I do live workouts, and I drink Shakeology, and here's my link. Please sign up now. No, that is not what I mean by talking to people whatsoever. Again, your job is to inspire people and motivate people and build relationships. And so that's what the focus of your conversation should be every single day. And this is where it gets super, uber, duper awkward, right? And uncomfortable. And this is where you're like, I'll just skip that part because it's not really important. And I'll just let people come to me. Wrong! You have to be talking to people and have to be building those relationships, whether it's somebody from high school or somebody from an old job messaging and saying, hey, oh my gosh, your kids are so cute. I love that picture you posted. How old are they now? Or, oh my gosh, your dog's so cute. I just got a dog too. Anything like that, okay? Did you know that you can go to the top of the Facebook in the search engine and you could put like Brett Odell's favorite movies and type it in and it'll pull up like the movies that he likes? I know. So you can like totally have somebody that you're like wanting to talk to, but you don't know how to approach them and be like, John Smith's favorite ice cream, or something like that, and spark up that conversation with that, right?
Right.
Anything you can bring up or talk to people about that is not Beachbody related is what you want to do. Anything, okay? The point is to build relationships, talk to people. Whether it ends up being about Beachbody or not, they are going to see your post in their news feed, and you're going to be in the back of their mind because they just got done talking to you about their dog or about their favorite ice cream. So get those conversations going. Not Beachbody related conversations is the most important thing, because when you start with that, you know how annoying it is when you get like, hi, I'm a unique rep. Do you want to try my lashes? Or, hey, you want to try Jamberry nails? That's so annoying, right? We usually delete and block and get them out of there. And that's what you're doing to people when you come at them with Beachbody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
It's just, honestly, like I told you, it comes down to posting and conversations, and building relationships, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and I talked to my team earlier, and everybody started as a coach with a reason, with a why, And if you're giving it 2 weeks to a month and it's not quite working yet, like, you started, the bigger your why is, the more successful you're going to be. So keep that in the back of your mind. Because honestly, I wanted to stay home with my dogs, and I know that sounds ridiculous to most people, but I didn't want to go to work. I wanted to stay home. Like, I had my last semester of college, and I was staying home with my dogs, and I freaking loved it. And when I started as a coach, I saw, my paychecks getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like, I could make this work.
Yeah.
So I just kept going. And yeah. I don't know, it's just, if you have a reason, if you have a why, you'll make it work. It'll work.
Yeah, how many of you are stuck in this, 9 to 5 that you hate? I was. Absolutely hated it. I luckily was a stay-at-home mom for a hot second before I found Beachbody, because and Brett said this the other day. We were talking about when I used to make scarves, and he was like, you've never really been able to sit still. And I was like, you know what, I haven't, but I don't want to work for anybody else anymore, though. I will never sit still and just work for myself from now on. And so I remember going in and getting to work at 7 in the morning and talking to people and not even mentally being there and eating my feelings at lunch in the cafeteria and driving home and being pissed off all night and, short with the kids. And it's the same little cycle that happens over and over and over again. And then you get paid and you're like, I really did this for that. You know what I mean? And that alone, that memory of having that was like, I am not going back to that, and I will do whatever I need to do to not go back to that. And so luckily Beachbody fell in my lap. And just by knowing what it took to be successful, crap, I think I froze again.
You did, but I can hear you.
Just by doing those to do, the Success Club, making that non-negotiable every single month. Rank advancing, because I knew that's what it took to grow residual income. Talking to people, inviting people, starting conversations when I felt uncomfortable. Closing your eyes and posting even when you don't want to. Those are the things that you have to do to be successful. And again, that why will drive you. You don't want to work for someone else.
Right.
You know, push for it.
Yep.
Following up again is very important. I'm okay.
Excuse you.
Again. I know. But like I said, there were people from October that I had never followed up with. I can't even, like right now I'm like kicking myself because I feel like I may have lost some of those people because it took me so long to get back to them, you know, and if I would have followed up with them like 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later or whenever I was supposed to.
Same here.
You know what I mean? And so, because that's the case so often. You miss those follow-ups and they've already moved on to something else. And like in the conversations, when people are telling you no, that doesn't mean no. That just means not right now. Especially if you send somebody, I get this all the time. You send somebody a link and you're waiting and they don't sign up. Like I said, their kids could be peeing in the corner, right? They have to leave their computer. They got distracted. Then they have to make dinner and then they forget all about it. Those follow-ups are so crucial because 50% of the time they really did just forget. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I'm going to go do that now, right? So make sure you're following up, even if it's uncomfortable. Use the scripting file in Luxe Republic. That's exactly what I say when I follow up. Hey, did you get set up? Didn't see your order come through yet. Just making sure I didn't miss it, you know, if you'd already sent them the link. Or if they never responded and you're wanting them to get set up. Hey, have you thought any more about joining my group? I'd love to have you. Or I only have 2 spots left. Let's get you going. I keep it short and sweet just like that, and I know Kinsey does too. And that gets them. I mean, those little short messages that you send versus paragraphs that people have to sit and, honestly, no, yeah, you've lost them already. Same with posts. And Brett said this the other day too. He goes, do you ever see a post that you think is probably going to be really good and you just read the first paragraph because you don't want to read it all? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So keep that in mind. People don't want to read a book on Facebook. They want to be engaged. They want to feel a connection. They want to be.
If you have a really good idea, about a long post, a potentially really long post, you might want to consider getting a blog because that's where people will read. They'll take the time to read a paragraph, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what, if I do have an idea for a post and I'm posting, I'm writing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a novel.
Yeah.
Then I go to my blog and I make my blog. So the people that want to read it can read it, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
So.
And so, okay, I wanted to share a conversation with you that I had. I just wanted to like read one off because, and I did this in our new coach training this past week. But I wanted to do it here also just because it really helped a lot of people in my training. Just to see a real live conversation that I had. Let me get it pulled up here. And this person's a discount coach now, so they won't ever see this video, so it's okay. Not for a while anyway. So I had a random message. You're like, okay, somebody posts about a 21-day group or something like that, and then you get a random message. And that's exactly what had happened to me. I'd never talked to this woman before. She just randomly messaged me. And so she said, I'm interested in the 21-day group. I was like, yay! You know, that's what you want to hear. That's always what you want to hear. You're like doing your happy dance. I said, awesome to hear that. What exactly are your goals? She said, I'll be 31 this year. And I'm in decent shape, but I want to be better. I want muscle, endurance, and strength. You're like, yeah, right on, okay? And so I said, haha, 31 is the new 21. Smiley face. Do you work out now? She put, my 2- and 3-year-old keep me on my feet. It makes it difficult to go to the gym. I love the idea of working out at home and not missing out. I hear ya, I said. When I started, my 4-year-old loved to join me, and it made fitting it in so much easier. So right now, what's your current height and weight? She said, once a week I go to the gym, and once a week I do hot yoga. I'm 135 and 5'5". I said, perfect. Okay, so you really don't have a lot of weight to lose, more so just body fat, I'm sure. And you struggle with nutrition. She said, we eat a lot of chicken, rice, and vegetables, downfall, peanut butter cups, and pizza. I need help with new recipes. Ha ha ha. I put those darn peanut butter cups, LOL. Okay, so I
Uh-oh. Raina. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. We lost her.
20 Uh-oh, did I freeze
Yeah,
here?
you're frozen still, but I can hear you.
Okay, I'll talk then. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I responded with those darn peanut butter cups. LOL. Okay, so I think the 21-day fix would be perfect for you. Not only giving you quick 30-minute workouts that incorporate strength training, but also help you focus on diet. It'll help you learn when, what, how much, when, what, and how much to eat, and you'll also get 1 meal a day provided with Shakeology and my coaching daily. She put, I definitely don't eat enough. I do need help in that area. Looking forward to learning how to fit my health into my crazy days. And I said, most people do. So the entire package is $140. That includes everything. I can also get you set up as a discount member if you'd like. That will give you 25% off of all products, Shakeology, or future workouts. And it's only $15 a month starting your second month. You will also, for the first 30 days, get access to additional meal planning and on demand when it comes out in March. Bingo, right there. She put, okay, great. And I said, awesome. When I get set up, she goes, I'm ready. I sent her the link, and she literally signed up right there. That was my conversation. That, I mean, and you hear it, you're like, so easy. Like, that doesn't even, yeah. That's how your conversation should flow. Of course, you will get money objections, right? People are going to say, oh, I can't really afford that right now. Say, that's okay. I do these groups monthly, and I'd be happy to set you up next month, right? Follow up with them next month. Those people that say, oh, I don't know if that workout's for you, well, let's find one that is for you, right? We have mini programs. If she would have said that's too expensive, I would not have settled for a workout program only. That's never been something I do. I don't ever set anyone up with a workout alone because health and fitness and nutrition and support all go together, correct? And that's what we promote. So that's what I set people up with. If they can't afford it right now, don't push them. Don't go for that $20 commission on a workout by itself. It's not worth it. Trust me. Have them save up. Have them come to you when they're actually ready, but your job is to keep in touch with them and answer questions that they might have. Even if they're not buying from you right now.
Right. I always do that too, and I always tell them to save up, and it's only like $4 a day.
Yeah.
For like a month or something like that. And I always say it's worth it. And then they'll, they've had that conversation with you, and you're in the back of their mind. And when you post daily, you post your own results, or you post a challenger's results, or they're watching that, and they'll see real results, and they'll most likely message you when they're ready.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're like, my conversation echoing. Sorry. Am I echoing for you?
Not really. You were. Now you're frozen.
Okay. A lot of go ahead. I forgot what I was going to say.
I was trying to find one of my conversations. Well, like today, I did the same thing. I mentioned the discount member.
Yeah.
And I said, and she signed up as a discount coach. So, I mean.
I mention that to everybody. I don't care if they, like she never mentioned coaching, never mentioned interest in a discount, nothing. But I've mentioned it to every single person that I talk to. Any person that's interested in signing up whatsoever, I mention it. That's gotten me a ton of people, not only coaches, but discount coaches and people that, you know, have came to me and said, okay, I think I want to try coaching. I'm already signed up, right? And yeah, you are. Let's do this. You know, eventually they're going to fall in love with the programs and products too. So why not get them started now with a discount and help them fall in love with it along the way, right? Helps you, helps them. It's a good way to be effective and efficient at the same time. Get your goals done too.
And then they go through a challenge group. They know how that part works.
Yeah.
If you put them in your coach groups, they kind of catch on to all that, and that's usually what makes them want to jump into actually coaching and working the business.
Exactly.
Because they see all the support from the other coaches, and they see all the fun that we have, and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to be a coach. You know, I want to work. So.
Yeah, that along with your posts every day too, you know, sharing your journey and your life as a coach and things like that. I don't care if you make $50 a week or $5,000 a week. Like, you have something that Beachbody's done for you, and it's so important to share that. That way you'll attract other people who are maybe missing that, you know. So, challenge groups, again, we touched on challenge groups. Make sure you're running challenge groups. If you're not, do it.
And have challenge events to invite to.
Yes.
Because if you don't have anything to invite to, then people don't know what to do.
Wait. What are you doing? If you need help with challenge groups or how to run them or whatever, just get with me or your upline, or, you know, your upline knows how to run a challenge group, I promise. So get with them. Let them talk to you about that. Explain how it works if you haven't been in one. They're super easy. Everything's done for you. Copy and paste literally, and you just get to have fun and help people. So make sure you have a challenge group set up. Denise, if you're on, that's not funny. Denise sent me a text saying Hot Pockets and cottage cheese because when I worked full time, that's what I ate for lunch every single day. Hot Pockets and cottage cheese.
That's nutritious.
Yeah, that's gross. I think that's it. Understand also, as far as your posting, I put down a note, make sure you understand what motivates your audience. Like, for me, everybody has their niche in coaching. For me, it's like those funny little memes get so much attention. So much attention. Like, I know that each day I should probably post something freaking hilarious to get some, you know, some engagement.
Right.
So whatever it is for you, whether it's workout videos or workout pictures or your Shakeology, like a how-to, like your favorite recipe, you know, selfies, if you're famous for doing selfies all day or anything, yeah. Anything. Find out what attracts your audience. As you're posting every single day, I think I froze again.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. As you're posting every single day, pay attention to that. Pay attention to what gets likes and questions and engagement. And that's what you want to make sure you're doing every single day. When I post those, like if I just cook something, I just made the best, you know, cheesy tortilla casserole. Who wants the recipe? That goes crazy because people are liking it and they're saying me, 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 and that's drawing so many people to your post. Those get a lot of attention for me also. So you can post about anything. Just go ahead.
If you don't know what to post, go to Luxe Republic and go to the Photos tab.
Yes.
Tons of ideas there. There's tons of inspiration there. So, and then, I mean, those are more for the business side of things. But like Rena does, she posts those funny memes. Like, not everything has to be Beachbody related. You know, actually, we recommend it to not be all Beachbody related. So, but you do need those Beachbody posts where you're inviting to your challenge events or you're inviting them to be a coach, you know, every once in a while. You don't want to blow up news feeds with just all of that.
Right.
Because then you're not creating relationships with people. They're just looking at you as a product.
Yeah.
So.
And stop with the post.
Yes.
Get going to say it because there are 50 viewers right now. Okay, I'm going to say it. No 21-day fix is on sale now. Like, none of that, because that causes people to just run. It's like you seeing Advocare, clear your mood now in your newsfeed. Nobody wants to see that because they're not seeing that it's working. All they're seeing is a product, and they don't want that. They want to see you and your journey. So make sure you're ixnaying all of that and instead talking about you. Okay, I don't care if you ever post about Beachbody, as long as you're posting about workouts, Shakeology, recipes, memes, bad hair days, goals, anything but sales. Okay. Anything else you want to add before we go to questions, Kenzie?
Yes, because I just want to add on that. That just creates your character. Like, people want to buy you as a coach. Like, they don't want to just buy a product. So that's why, you know, like Raina's funny memes, that's what makes Raina Raina, you know? So, like, find your niche. Find something that people look forward to seeing from you every day. So.
I got a message from Missy Waters saying I just jinked her child's peeing on the floor. Sorry. Okay. Do you think that helped? Is that kind of what we should have covered with coaches trying and missing? Maybe.
Yeah, and people just want, I mean, as a new coach, you want instant gratification. It's not just like getting a new job and you go through training like an actual job, like a corporate job. You go through training and you're getting paid.
Yeah.
And you're not doing anything where you're getting paid. Like, that's not how this works. It's not instant gratification.
Yeah.
Just be consistent. It'll come.
It's not instant gratification, but the payoff is so much bigger.
Yes.
So much bigger. I can't even tell you. Like, it just still blows my mind. And we're normal people. We've seen each other in person. I'm normal. Bad hair days. Like, I pick my nose sometimes. I have we're normal people. We just found this company and decided to dig into it because we had even a small little passion for it that grew over.
Uh-oh. You got frozen again. I don't know how to fix it.
Time. Am I back?
You're back. I can hear you.
Thank God. Clearly, I need to use our new computer and not my laptop. Okay.
That's right. I got a desktop just for these.
I know. I'm like, I just need to move over there now from now on. Okay. I'm going to go through the questions. Okay. So, Alicia, I hope that's how you say her name. Alicia Menard. Hopefully that's right. What's the best way to get someone to become a coach and ready wanting a challenge pack? Now, obviously I always mention the discount coaching if they're just wanting the challenge pack. But if they're wanting to coach, again, I make it a requirement. I say, okay, all it takes to get started is this. You get this, and then you're set up. Let me see. Kenzie, do you want to talk? I think I have a conversation, actually.
How, if a person wants to start up as a coach but doesn't want to get a challenge pack?
But I think how to convince them that a challenge pack is the best.
Oh, well, because you have to be a product of the product. And
right.
It's much, much easier to talk to people about, Beachbody programs and Shakeology if you yourself are doing it. That's what I always tell my potentials. It's just like a no-brainer. Because if you're not drinking Shakeology, you're not doing the programs.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be tough to sell those products and programs.
Yeah, and so what I say, looking through a couple of messages, I say, they're asked questions, what does it consist of, things like that, and, go through all that, and then say, yeah, and when you start, you get your own workout, meal plan, Shakeology, coach starter kit, and then training, free training, is what I mentioned. And they're like, oh my gosh, all of that? And I'm like, yeah, it's only $140 to sign up. So mentioning that and then letting them know that's really the only way. It's either 140 or up. They're going to take that 140 package. They're going to get that small workout, that 21-day workout, to have faster results and share with some people. So again, just like I do customers, I make it the only option. Only option. And I know that's hard, but get over it. Too much? Okay. Megan Peters. I'm trying to sell the success of the challenge pack and all that's included, but so many are just going and looking to find the basic and wanting the program, saying Shakeology is too expensive. Make it the only option. Make it the only option. If they want to work out only, sorry, not in my group. That's what I say. You say anything different, Kenzie?
No, because I mean, if they want you as a coach, they want your support. Say, sorry, that's required for my challenge groups. You're creating value in Shakeology, and you're saying that covers 30 meals, you know, and it's only, I mean, it's one healthy meal a day.
Yeah.
They're gonna want it. I mean, it comes, if you break down the cost, it's like I said earlier, I think it's like $5 a day or $7 a day for a challenge pack.
Yeah.
So
you have to create the value. Again, like I said, if they're not seeing the value in it, that's a follow-up. Let them go. Come back later. You don't have to buy them, win them over, buy that sale. You don't have to like lock it in now. It's okay to say, all right, no problem. I'll talk to you next month, and follow up with them next month. It's totally fine to do that. But again, I do also break down. Let me plug in my computer really fast before I die on everybody. Also, I do break down that cost though, saying, you know what, it's only $4.33 a day, but Shakeology is included with this initial purchase. If you don't want to drink it every single month, you don't have to. And that's what I say. You get a free 30-day supply anyway. Why not try it? So that's what I say. And then Emily. Emily, I don't even really know your name either, so I'm sorry. I've talked to everybody like 100 times and I still don't know how to pronounce last names. What do you say when you follow up with those people you haven't talked to since October? OMG, I hope you had a great holiday. Literally, that's what I said. Hey, hope you had a great holiday. How's everything going? Done. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste to every single person.
yeah.
Yeah. That was a bad time. Brett was like, what the heck are you doing? I didn't have a system down. I didn't have a follow-up system down. So I would literally just talk to people and they just go on. And like if I physically couldn't remember, mentally couldn't remember who I had talked to, they just get left behind. And so obviously I couldn't talk or keep track of that many people. So make a system. Write down who you're talking to. Make sure you're getting make sure you're getting those follow-ups in because they're so important.
And also, if somebody says that they're going to order on this date, when they get paid, put their name in a planner or something because you'll forget. Because that's happened to me a million times. I have tons of names on my planner or on my calendar because they're like, okay, this is when I get paid, this is when I'm going to order. So, and it makes it easy for my follow-ups on those days.
Yeah. Exactly. And then ask people too, like if they're, no, maybe not right now, maybe next time. Okay, when's a good time for me to follow up with you? Or when should I follow up with you next? Ask them when a good time is to reach out to them because then they're asking you to do that. You're not randomly messaging them, feeling like you're bugging them or anything like that.
Right. And if they say if they're not ready for this specific challenge group just yet, ask if you can follow up with them for your next challenge group. I always say that. Do you mind if I check in with you for my next challenge group? Most people will say yes.
Yeah.
Because they just want to be nice.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay.
Alicia asked, what do you post 3 to 5 times a day? We kind of already covered that. Melissa answered, selfies, workouts, family, dog, food, coaching, challenge, water, engaging posts. Yes. Those stupid posts that you don't even think about, like, which pair of Nikes should I get? Boom, 100 comments. Like, they go crazy. It doesn't have to be Beachbody related. So make sure you just I wake up sometimes and I'm like, I have no energy to even do this. Pinterest, done. Like,
Yep.
search morning, and there's 100 things to post about morning time on Pinterest. Use that. I use Instagram a lot. If I'm on the couch while Brett's watching TV, I'm like scrolling through Instagram, saving fun pictures that I like, things like that too. So,
And like as you go throughout your day, think of any. I mean, you don't have to constantly be thinking about, what should I post, what should I post, what should I post. But even the small things that make you human, that make you somebody that they can connect to, just post something that everybody does. Something like food or coffee or
binging.
or kids or binging.
That's real.
So, yeah.
On my Christy Jenkins, on my page, would you recommend changing my work to beach petticoat? I'm afraid it will change. I'm afraid if I change it from the beauty shop, people may think I quit my full-time job. Eek! I would just put. You can put 2. Can't you put 2?
You put 2.
Yeah, I put 2. That's my answer. Put it on there. You don't want to do hair all your life anyway, Crystal. Stephanie Crawford, is that conversation somewhere in the scripting document? No, it is not, because I just started doing it. But add it in there. So when they've confirmed their challenge pack, I say, great. Do you want to sign up as a discount member or with a regular membership? Most of the time they're like, what is a discount member? And I'm like, okay, and explain it. $15 a month starting your second month, and you get this and you get that, and it's only da-da-da, and that's it. Most of the time, 75% of the time, they're in with that discount membership, whether they want to work the business or not. And they don't have to. Right, Kinsey?
Right.
Melissa is posting something about peanut butter cups.
Oh, my.
Liz put, when you sign up your spouse, how do you recommend doing so? Signing them up with a challenge pack or question mark? Challenge pack. Challenge pack. Not only will you get the 2 Success Club points for that challenge pack, but you will get commission back on that. So you're getting it really, really discounted because you're making money back, and they're active. They'll have the PV to get them active to help you rank advanced, things like that. So they don't have to be on Shakeology Home Direct. Brett isn't on Shakeology Home Direct. I have him on the 3-day refresh every month. So I'm like stacking up 3-day refreshes to use as giveaways for my challenge groups. The next 5 people who sign up for my challenge group, I'm giving away a 3-day refresh. Awesome thing to do if you have, a spouse that you need that PV for to keep them active. 3-day refresh is 50 PV, and it's like $50 a month, exactly, like 53 or something like that. And so that's what I do. They don't have to be on Home Direct. They don't have to be working the business. Get them signed up, preferably with a challenge pack. Help you. What do you tell them the $15 is for when I offer the discount without scaring them away? It is what it is. I tell them it's for advertising and for your 3 websites that Beachbody gives you. And that's it. They either see that's the thing again.
They still save money.
Yeah. I'm betting my nails. Yeah, and they're either going to see the value in it or not. They either want to pay $15 for a 25% discount or not. Yes or no? Okay. Either way, you're fine. You're not losing anything. So mention it. Quit being scared of mentioning it. Do it anyway. Denise, my challenge group starts on Monday, so I've made the cutoff to purchase tonight. I sent out reminders last night, but they have yet to purchase. Should I send another reminder tonight? I don't want to come off pushy. If you sent out, okay, if it was a public reminder, then I would private message people. If you already private message people, I would not do it again, and I would push your challenge group date back and just give them an extra 2 weeks to order. Follow up and do it again. Right, Kenzie? No?
Yeah, I'd do the same.
Okay. We're like the same person, really.
I know. I agree, 100%.
Emily put Lichtig, pronounced Lichtai. Now I know. Thank you, Emily. Okay, Pamela. So previous challenger, do you let them back in a new challenge group? Kinsey, go.
I usually convert them to a coach. I mean, if they want to be in another challenge group, then obviously they believe in the product. Most likely they're still on Shakeology.
Yeah.
So that's when I pitch coaching, because most likely they're gonna say yes and want to join you.
Yep. Mention it. Girl, you need to be a coach. That's what you say. Keep it simple. Be real with them. Like in my situation, if they were a previous challenger and say they didn't want to be a coach, say they're like, oh, I don't think I'm ready for that yet, now, whatever. I would put them into a lifetime accountability group, just a group full of people who have already completed groups, challenge groups with you who aren't coaches, who aren't interested in coaching at this moment. Put them all together. It gives you a really good idea of who's going to make a good coach material, because there are going to be people commenting and interacting with each other and encouraging each other and things like that. You see those people stand out and you message them and you're like, OMG, you need to be coaching. Why aren't you a coach? And usually they laugh and they think it's all funny and they're like, okay, well, I really don't know. And then you just get it, make them be a coach, because you see that in them. They're already encouraging people. They're already using the products.
Might as well get paid for it. They're usually flattered. They're like, oh my gosh, do you think I'd be a good coach?
Okay. Danielle said, I always mention it, but people turn it down because they don't want to coach. I tell them it's strictly for the discount, but they don't want to do it. Psh, I don't know why they wouldn't. Probably in your pitch, honestly. Remember that thing when you're like, you're doing everything right, everything sounds great, but are you really? That's probably where it is. So check with your upline or myself, and we can look through those conversations and I think I froze. Bummer.
But I can hear you.
Okay, you can. Well, I'm talking, my face is frozen. I even forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, it's probably somewhat in your approach and the way that you're mentioning it and how you're mentioning it. That's one thing that I've really, really learned is through trial and error. Your conversations are so important. Every single thing you say and how you say it and when you say it is so freaking important. So important. So if you're doing something and it's not working for you, clearly it's not working, change it up, change your approach, try to mention it exactly like we did, and see if it changes. If it doesn't, something else is missing.
And if you need help with conversations, send your conversations to your upline so we can critique and help.
Yes.
And perfect your pitch.
Yes. And we're not doing it to pick on you, because I ask people that daily. Send me your conversations. We're not doing that to pick on you or to make you feel bad. It's so we can really tweak it and show you exactly how to say it, because that conversation that I read you is exactly what I say to every single person every single time. Nothing changes. No matter what the response from the person, nothing changes. So that's kind of what we just have to soak in. It's Kari, not Carrie. I've been calling you Carrie a lot. Kari, if you put someone in a challenge group and it's a 30-day group, but it's a 90-day program, how do you address that? Again, I would put them in a 30-day group and then let them carry out the rest of the 60 days in that lifetime accountability group. But still coaching them through it, That's what I do. Kinsey, do you do anything different?
Sorry, I was looking at the questions. Hold on, let me go back. So if it's a 30-day group and a 90-day program, I usually put them in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. So put them in the 30-day group, and then when they're done, move them over to the lifetime accountability group with everybody else, and that way they're developing as a potential coach and everything like that too. So. Yep. Megan Peters, what do you? I'm gonna do it's been an hour. I'm gonna do 2 more questions.
Oh my gosh, it's been an hour.
I know. I'm like, this flew by. This is fun. What do you do with challengers who have flew the coop, MIA? I message them and they are super busy and can't participate, then I feel bad. It is not your fault. There's so many challengers who just disconnect. This isn't the right time for them. Whether they bought the package or not, it's mentally not the right time for them, and they will they'll just stop. All you can do is follow up with them, check in on them, and do just that. Check in. Kinsey?
That's what I do. I mean, you can't do the work for them. They're going to have to decide, now's the time, and if it's not the time, then it's not the time. But I always message them just to make sure everything's okay, and then if they don't respond, then that's on them,
You just want to keep in touch.
Yeah, keep in touch.
Yeah. Megan, again, what about when someone says they want to focus on themselves and don't want to sign up for the discount either? This has happened to me with someone who even participated in a coach sneak peek. It happens. Remember that 75% that sign up? There's that 25% that don't. It happens. People don't even see the value in the discount sometimes. So move on.
Yep. Tons more people to talk to. So
many more people to talk to. Many, many, many more. And I think we reached the end of the line.
Yay!
For all those questions and our topic, I'm very proud of us tonight. I must say. All right. I'm going to end this until we more questions pop through. Remember that we will do this every single week. Kinsey may be here. She may not be. It may just be me. Who knows? Kinsey might just pop in just because.
I'll be here.
Yeah, she'll be here. So save up your questions if your upline doesn't answer them, or if I don't answer them, which I probably won't because I'm going to make you wait for the team call so that you get on because we're going to have more than 50 people next week. Write your questions down. Save them, write them down. Work your business, Success Club, rank advancement, posting, challenge groups. Conversation. Look at my Valentine's Day meal. You see it?
Ow. Oh, I was like, ow, what happened?
No, it's like a heart.
Is that the only heart you have?
What?
Is that the only heart you have on that one?
She goes, you want fashion now? You want fashion now?
Oh. Yes, please.
Yes, cute. Okay, I will let you guys go and have a good night and message us if you guys need anything.
Thanks for hopping on.
Bye.